Okay, let's dive in. Today we're getting a really exclusive first look at some, well, fascinating material.
Mm.
We've got early access to a new book, an audiobook. It's called Brasil 2066, O Despertar do Gigante do Sul.
Which translates to Brazil 2066, the giant of the South Awakens.
Exactly. And these are the preview versions, right? The full English and Portuguese editions are launching pretty soon.
Right. And our job today really is to unpack the core message from this preview and also get into that mystery about the author.
Yeah, the whole Alcione or Alcione thing. Very intriguing.
Definitely.
So, okay, the book's premise is this look back from the year 2066. It paints a picture of Brazil back in 2025. And honestly, it sounds pretty grim.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The description is, a nation really struggling. Turbulence, despair, corruption, sky-high interest rates, inflation.
Failing public institutions, that deep polarization we hear so much about.
Exactly. And just this widespread feeling of resignation, like
Mhm.
things couldn't get better. The book frames it as the darkness before the dawn, basically.
A real low point. So the big question is, how does it go from that kind of situation
Yeah.
to becoming this global beacon of peace and abundance by 2066? That's a huge leap.
It is. And the book points to the years 2025 and 2026 as absolutely crucial. It talks about a new generation of leaders stepping up.
But not the established ones, right?
No, young voices, often people who weren't in the spotlight at all, driven by, well, purpose,
Mm.
and crucially, using new kinds of tools.
Ah, okay. Let's talk about those tools. What were the key catalysts?
So the preview really highlights two main things: distributed artificial intelligence and decentralized media.
Interesting combination. How did that work?
Well, the idea presented is that this tech became super accessible. Think cheap smartphones, available in public schools, community hubs, not just for the elite.
Okay.
And it was used for empowerment, like AI helping regular people understand complex stuff, medical reports, for example, or
Mhm.
smart contracts enabling fair credit systems bypassing old banks.
So building trust through transparency.
Exactly. Things like blockchain-verified reports for public accountability, or even these massive digital assemblies for citizens to directly weigh in on policy, using tech to rebuild trust, basically.
That decentralized angle is powerful. What else did the preview mention about this transformation?
Well, there's talk of a sort of moral reset in politics. New independent leaders, civic PACs emerging outside the old party structures.
And that 2066 Vision Pact.
Yeah, focused on regeneration, inclusion, trust. It also mentions innovation, bubbling up from the peripheries the communities often overlooked.
Right. And a shift towards a regenerative economy, away from just extraction.
Plus a revolution in education, AI code tutors acting as personalized learning partners. Imagine that. And a whole new politics of care, focused on community well-being.
It sounds less like a political revolution and more like a deep societal shift.
That's exactly how it's portrayed, a metamorphosis almost. A nation healing itself from the inside out through collaboration, and importantly, a shift in collective imagination. It's all told from the perspective of someone looking back in 2066, a centenarian.
Which naturally brings us back to that author question. Alcione or Alcione? Who is it?
Yeah, the preview definitely leaves that hanging. It tosses out a few possibilities, doesn't it?
It does. Like, is it some kind of spiritual psychography? Channeled writing?
Or could the author actually be AI, using the very tools the book describes?
Or maybe there's a link to that Moby9 YouTube channel and its creator.
Right. It's presented as a puzzle. Maybe the full release will give us the answer.
We'll have to wait and see. So wrapping up, this preview offers a really potent, hopeful vision, that even from a really dark place, profound change is possible.
Driven by people, by collective will,
Mhm.
and maybe helped along by the right tools used in the right way.
So it really makes you think, doesn't it? What does this vision suggest about possibilities for change, maybe closer to home right now?
Absolutely. And that final thought, if the book's premise holds, that this huge shift started in 2025, 2026 with relatively small actions and accessible tools, well, how might the ways we are engaging with tech in our communities today be setting the stage? Maybe that future isn't as far off as 2066.